No. 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 No, hey. I'm Xiaoning, a wilderness survival enthusiast. Over the past few years, I've survived in wild jungles all over the world. This time, I'm following the indigenous people of Borneo to quietly watch and learn how they hunt. Right now I'm in a village in eastern Kalimantan. The indigenous people here are all especially skilled at hunting. By hunting and gathering. Now conditions are a bit better. But they still retain the custom of hunting. The old hunters' homes are covered with all kinds of trophies from their prey. I came back to the Borneo rainforest to do some wild hunting. It's also because I really enjoy some time out in the wild. So this time, I brought plenty of supplies. I really did bring a lot this time. All kinds of food, plus a tent, sleeping bags, fishing and hunting tools. There are 5 of us entering the rainforest. The cameraman, Lao Wai, a Ben, and me. Since we have quite a few people and we're setting off into boats. Along the way, we can see many little wooden huts. These are local work shelters. People pan for gold in the river, in the forest, hunt and fish. So they need a hut like this 2.5 hours after getting on the boat. We arrived at our destination for this trip. A little wooden house by the river. It's also where we'll be staying. Though of course, is someone else's work hut too. It's actually not far from where I did survival last time. This accommodation setup is pretty good. It's even a stilt house. Nice. Very comfortable to sit in. Make the bed first. Then wrap up in a little blanket at night so I can sleep more comfortably. Once we got settled, it was time for lunch. We cooked some rice and stir-fried some wild ferns that made for a simple lunch. After eating, we still had to go restore the old hunters' traps in the nearby hills to think ahead about food for the next few days. Hey, found a mushroom here. It looks all white and just tender. Not sure if it's edible. Let me take a picture and identify it. You changed to a new phone. Must have been expensive, right? I sold my old watch I wasn't using. To offer big recycling bonuses, I had Juanswan come pick up my Apple Watch for recycling, and I sold it for more than 1,200 LV bags, luxury watches and other high-end items. Juanswan buys them all. I recommend Juanswan. Wild pig. This is where a wild boar was foraging. These are traces left by a wild boar. And this snare. Who knows how long ago he set this one? You really have to admit the locals are amazing. Look at them just coming here barefoot. Seriously ridiculous. I still need to wear flip-flops. Something had been caught in this spot before. But it got away. Damn, it died here. Ow, wild pig, wild pig. No, not a wild boar. It's as big as my foot. Ridiculous. It died on the trail and nobody even came to check. So if you set traps and don't come inspect them, you absolutely have to dismantle them. Otherwise this kind of thing happens. These are its bones. The ribs, and this is the lower jaw. What a shame for this deer. It's just because nobody came to check the trap. Such a waste. Their traps are all made very roughly. See that? That's basically the whole setup. And these 2 sticks. If an animal steps on it, it gets snared. But I have to admit, even though the trap looks rough, the skill behind it is still really good. Once all the traps were reset and the fishing nets were set, it was already dark. We had a simple dinner back at camp. And that was the end of the day. Nights in the mountains are long and boring. This is fermented grape juice. If you know, you know. No need to say more. At this moment, comfortable. I slept all the way until after 9. Let's go take a look. Since I got up too late, they had already checked all the traps and fishing nets. Today's haul was pretty good. A few fish and 1 wild chicken. But Hunter Ading had already gone back early in the morning. In the mountains, you really can't forget about fish. They got up early just to collect the fish. This fish is really expensive. In Malaysia, it's around 1,000 yuan per jig. The indigenous people in the mountains really are impressive. They understand animal habits, catching fish and catching chickens. I've never landed catches this fast before. Now that the fish is cleaned, I'm planning to make a green peppercorn fish. For these two guys to try. Green peppercorn fish. Fish marinade packet. Just salt is enough. It'll still taste great. Back when I was doing wilderness survival, the fish were small, so I just grilled them. No salt, no flavor. I've been craving a proper bite for ages. Once the water boils, we can eat. All right, the fish is done. Open it up. Oh, it looks great and smells really good. Hey. Wow. Nice, looks beautiful. Let me secretly try a piece first. How does it taste? Wow, it's really tender. You can tell it's tender just by looking at it. Delicious. This is really tender. Look, this meat is almost like tofu, right? Absolutely top-notch. It's just still got a few bones. Almost got stuck in my throat just now. Come on, come eat some fish. Try a Chinese flavor. Let's see whether these two young guys can get used to it. This is basically a collision of different cultures. Can you get used to eating it? Not sure whether they're just being nice and saying it tastes good. Because they haven't had spicy numbing flavors before. So maybe they're just not used to it. I think it tastes great. Look. I think going outdoors with them would make me gain weight. There's just too much food in these mountains. They didn't bring any vegetables at all. Just some seasonings. And a little rice. As for vegetables, they just grab them from the mountains. There are wild greens and ferns. You can't even finish it all. There are tons of fish. And wild chickens too. There are plenty of animals here. After the meal, I originally wanted to go lure fishing in the river, but the water was too muddy, so it wasn't possible. I brought two fish traps this time. I set one last night, caught some small fish, and chopped them up as bait. I'm planning to put these two fish traps in that gully where I survived before. There are still lots of fish in there. We'll check these two traps tomorrow. Trust me, I think we'll get a very good haul. Once the fish traps were set, there wasn't much else to do today. Around 4 p.m. to kill the wild chicken and cook it up. Winner. Chicken dinner tonight. This is the one they caught this morning up in the mountains. Ha. We're stewing it this afternoon. Honestly, before this I'd only ever grilled wild this chicken kind of bird. Like this is pretty tough. You can barely even tear apart. It should taste better stewed. Done processing it. This chicken. It's so firm. It definitely needs to stew longer. Otherwise, it'll be too tough to chew later. I can't even imagine how fragrant it's going to be. Look at this, the meat doesn't even look like chicken. Heat the wok and add oil. Throw it straight in. Cook off the moisture and stir fry until fragrant. Add some doubanjiang. Wow. Add some soy sauce. Throw in some spices, not too much. Wow. Ha. I'm really drooling now. Drooling. This is awesome. Add in the seasonings. Hey, just reduce the sauce a bit and it's done. Wow. Ha. It smells so good. Perfect. Seriously, really great. Let me try some too. This is a piece of chicken breast. Damn. Super springy. Really bouncy. Ha ha ha. So good. Even the chicken breast tastes especially good. It's not dry at all. Nice and springy. Ah, it smells so amazing, my God. Absolutely incredible, seriously. There's not much left now. After dinner, we sat by the campfire, drinking grape juice. Even though we didn't speak the same language, we still had a great time chatting through translation software. We were very curious about each other's lives. This night wasn't boring at all. Hey, I got up a bit earlier today. Go in to check the traps, otherwise it'll be like yesterday again. They'll quietly clean all the fish before we even wake up. Go, let's see the haul. Ha ha ha. Today's plan is to check the fish traps first, then go check the traps in the mountain. But it seems luck isn't as good as yesterday. We only caught one fish. Oh, there's one. There's one. Hey, this fish looks really strange. It's this kind. Bluish. Look at that bluish color. Looks like it's probably herbivorous. Ha ha ha. Its teeth are pretty sharp too. Did it jump out by itself, or what? Forget it. Whatever. There's another one up there. Empty again. Can't you tell just by looking there's no animal? Nothing here either. Let's go check the other side. Let's go. Is there something there? Let me go take a look. He says there's something. Let me see what's inside. Hey, I didn't even get a good look yet. Come on. Damn. A porcupine. Ha ha ha. Go. Holy shit. It escaped while I was going to the bathroom. This sting is covered in quills. In the forest, it has almost no natural enemies. It shakes the quills on its body to make knows and warn us that it's not to be messed with. So we have to be especially careful. Hey, no, damn no, ha ha ha. No. But thankfully, no real danger. We managed to subdue it smoothly. Come on. It really comes down to the locals. Their traps may be really rough. Ha ha ha. But they just plain work. So here's the thing. We brought the porcupine back and locked it in a cage. Then we went fishing again. As for the porcupine, I was thinking of bringing it back to the village tomorrow. This little camp setup is too limited to work with. The river was clear today, but maybe it was just my lack of skill. We fished for ages and only caught one small fish. And after that, nothing else at all. Oh ho ho. Ah, ha ha ha. Nice. Mine's a little small though. As soon as we got back to camp, a Ben called us over. The baited trap he set yesterday had already caught a very large lizard. Today really was a day full of harvests. If it bites you, you definitely don't want it locking on. We can't possibly finish all this food. But when we brought the lizard back to the shelter, we realized disaster had struck. We only went out once, and the porcupine escaped. It chewed a huge hole right through the cage here. Damn, we never should have kept it in here. This is a rodent, after all. Its teeth are incredibly strong. All right. What's done is done, and there's no one doing it. We still have to eat. We happen to have caught one fish and hooked another one. So that became lunch. It just feels like this fish somehow doesn't taste as good anymore. The prey escaped, and everyone was in low spirits. So we each went back to camp and just lay there. At that moment, we still hadn't realized how serious things were. -1 in the afternoon. The lizard escaped too. Everything's ruined. Damn. Now I finally understand what the problem was. When the porcupine escaped, it didn't chew through the wire. It actually pried it apart. This wire is too thin. As long as it wants to work at it slowly, little by little, it can open up this cage and make a gap. Sometimes it's really frustrating. Makes me want to call the police. I originally came out here to do some wild hunting to clear my mind. And now look. I feel even worse. I originally wanted to bring this prey back home to cook. If I brought it back, everyone would have gotten some. Ha ha ha. Ah. Three days of hunting in the wild. On the morning of the fourth day, we returned to the village. But the story doesn't end here. That same afternoon, after we got back, another group of hunters from the village came back from hunting. They brought back a truly enormous python. This thing was more than 5 meters long, thicker than my thigh. If I ever ran into something like this, I definitely wouldn't dare mess with it. It's way too big. Swallowing a kid whole would be no problem for it. 10. You guys go hunting. And we didn't even get to see anything like this huge. If it wrapped around your neck, I bet it could snap it. No need to say I bet. It absolutely could. Its strength is extraordinary. Seriously outrageous. Ha 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 ha. Ha. This big brother is so nice. Ha ha ha. He said he'd share a section with us. 10. Just this chunk alone. It's got to be 6 or 7 jin. Yeah. Definitely 6 or 7 jin. Ha ha ha. Thank you. Thank you. Let me take a look. Wow. How heavy is this? 10 jin for just this one section. The second day after returning to the village, the python meat that the hunter gave me yesterday. Wow. This meat has amazing toughness. It's hard to handle, which explains how it can swallow prey bigger than itself. This is also my first time trying to cook it. I'm going to braise it the way I'd cook pig's trotters. It should taste pretty good. It doesn't even smell fishy. This is about ready now. Heat the wok and add oil. Add some doubanjiang. Add some ground Sichuan pepper. I didn't bring whole peppercorns. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to take them out. Let me taste it. It's a bit like chicken, but softer than chicken. It's all right. No weird taste, but to be honest, when you eat something like this, there's a bit more mental pressure. Still, it's okay. Let the cameraman try some. It does taste good. The flavor is spot on. It tastes Chinese. But you definitely can't get this ingredient in China. You often see villagers bringing back all kinds of unusual things. If it flies in the sky or crawls on the ground, they'll eat it. I'm going back to China for a big meal.